What's going on, guys? Austin Zaback here with a brand new episode of a luxury house tour in Arcadia, Arizona, okay? Today we're gonna be touring a beautiful, beautiful home, a very rare home that you're not gonna see anywhere else in Arizona, let alone in Arcadia. And this is actually a listing by the Zaback Group, and I'll link all of the information to the property down below. So as I said, we're in beautiful, sunny Arcadia, Arizona. Okay, we're actually staring right at Camelback Mountain right in the front yard. This house is listed at $3,700,000. It is 6,800 square feet with 2 casitas, okay? A true rarity in Arcadia, Arizona, if you're familiar at all with the neighborhood. So Scottsdale is home to over 90 restaurants, 320 retail shops, and 80 art galleries. Now there's also a ton of history here, and there's a ton to go out and do in terms of adventures. I mean, after all, it is Arizona, okay? It is sunny over 315 days out of the year. So whether this is your primary home, your second home, or your third home, you're in for a treat on today's house tour. So one of the biggest reasons that Arcadia is so popular, and arguably the most popular neighborhood in Arizona, next to probably Paradise Valley, is the fact that it is kind of a neighborhood where, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a little bit of the keeping up with the Joneses, and the front of the house is very important, okay? Now there's a ton of investor activity in the neighborhood, and the cost of just raw land has soared well over $1 million for just a fraction of an acre, okay? Now, we're actually sitting on about 47,000 square feet right here, which is over an acre. Again, one of the reasons that the property we're about to tour is actually so rare. Okay, so this house is actually situated right off of Lafayette Boulevard. Now, Lafayette Boulevard is arguably one of the best streets that you want to live on if you live in Arcadia. Next to Exeter, okay, Lafayette is probably the very best. Now, what is beautiful and just amazing about this particular property is as you come in off of Lafayette, you've got this grand kind of double private gate coming into your own private oasis. Now, what I love about that is pretty much non-existent when it comes to Arcadia living. Another thing that is non-existent is the setback of the house, okay? There's a ton of houses off of Lafayette, and everybody wants to live off of Lafayette, but 9 times out of 10, or basically 10 times out of 10, the house is all the way up, situated way closer to the street, because the new regulations in the city code requires you to move the house up. But since we're grandfathered in, built in 1938 originally, we're able to have our house way back on the lot, which again allows for a ton of room for activities such as a pickleball court in your own front yard, okay, which I absolutely love. And I personally think that this is just an unbelievable touch, because who doesn't want to come out in the morning and play pickleball while looking right at Camelback Mountain, okay? This is something really cool that the owners decided to add, and I personally think it is just amazing for the next potential owner. So, you know, overall, this house has a ton of charm that you're not going to find anywhere else in Arcadia. Again, everybody's remodeling, and while that's great, you know, at the end of the day, they're doing the modern, they're doing the farmhouse, and the thing is, it comes in style and it goes out of style. So as we jump into this house tour, you know, remember, you're not going to get an acre off of Lafayette with a private gate looking right at Camelback Mountain. It's just non-existent. Plus, you're getting a 6,800 square foot house with 2 casitas. Okay, not 1 casita, but 2 casitas, again, with a pickleball court in your front yard. Now, I would consider this house to be almost Mediterranean. Some would say maybe there's a little bit of Tuscan involved, but why don't you decide for yourself and drop in the comment section below as we go ahead and tour the rest of this beautiful home. Imagine throwing a wedding right over here on the pickleball court with this huge, massive roundabout driveway. You could have valet, you could have people park out on Lafayette, staring right at Camelback Mountain. It would just be absolutely beautiful. I can picture it. I don't know if you can picture it, but I can totally picture it. So now, there's a couple of things I want to talk about here before we jump in. You know, right off to the right over here, when you pull in this huge driveway, by the way, you've got kind of this commercial awning over here. And I think it's kind of cool because your guests can come over here, they can park. Obviously, it does get hot in the summer, okay? So you've got the shade for your guests, and not only that, we're gonna look in a little while, but we have two casitas on top of each other right over here. So maybe a guy wants to Airbnb the casitas, you can have people come in, they can have their own parking, and they can go ultimately get in to their Airbnbs. Maybe you have a mother-in-law, maybe you have a father-in-law, maybe you have older kids, you have teenagers, you have whatever you have, this house will accommodate just about anything. So let's just go ahead and let's jump right into it. So we've got all these pavers, obviously, which I personally love. I think it adds a beautiful touch. Actually, about a year or two ago, this was all dirt, so I think they did a really good job by adding the pavers and ultimately just giving it the charm that it deserves, because that's what this house is. This house has a ton of charm. So as we walk up to the front door, we're gonna notice all of the amazing stone on the front, and we're gonna notice these big, beautiful doors made out of wrought iron, okay? Which I personally love. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So right as you walk through the front door, off over here to the left, you've got a massive ballroom, okay? Now, you can call it whatever you want, but you've got the old parquet flooring in here, which adds a ton of charm. You've got all of the exposed beams throughout, oversized furniture. To give you any perspective, this is big restoration hardware furniture and perfectly symmetrical with the center of the room. You've got a beautiful fireplace. It could be a perfect place to have like a dance floor. It could be a perfect place to have a gala or whatever you want to do, because you do have the French doors leading right out to the front yard with a perfect view of Camelback Mountain. And right off the other side of the front door, which is the right side of the front door, we have the living area, okay? Now the living area, this is a place where you can ultimately watch the football game, you can chill, it's a little bit more relaxed, it's not, you know, anything where you have to get all fancy or anything like that. But you do have another big fireplace, perfectly symmetrical with the kitchen, which I personally love. You have the quartz counters, obviously the Wolf appliances, which, you know, you'd obviously expect in a home of this price point and this size, okay? Big, massive island. You've got the warming drawer. You have the sink over here on the island, which is a must-have for meal prep and stuff like that. And then you do have the sink, of course, looking right out to the pool, which again is a must-have, okay? You can open up the door, let the breeze kind of flow through, which I personally love. Now, right off the kitchen, we have a massive dining room. We've got kind of this old flooring in here, which I personally love. It adds a ton of charm, a ton of character, right? Huge dining room table. We've got double French doors going right out to the pool, which we're gonna look at in just a minute. But first, let me show you the master bedroom, okay? What you've all been waiting for. So the master bedroom is situated right off this wing of the house. So it's got its own entire wing. You walk past the laundry room, back to your master. You've got a ton of natural light, and you come right through these big, beautiful doors into your own private oasis. In my opinion, this bedroom is way bigger than any master bedroom you're gonna find anywhere else. You've got 14-foot ceilings. You've got a massive fireplace right above or in front of your bed. Okay, now this is a king-size bed, so this is a really big room. Now, right off of the master, again, we've got a double set of French doors going right out to the pool. So pretty much anywhere you go in the house, you have direct access to going out and taking a dip in the pool, which you probably need if you're living in Arizona in the summertime, okay? So if you're not familiar, go ahead and travel down here, drop in the comments section below what you think. But I don't know about you, right after the video, I'm personally gonna go out and potentially take a dip in the pool. No, but right here we have the den, and this is kind of a cool, place, right? Because this is a place where you can come, you can work. If you wanted to, you could put a nursery over here. You could kind of do whatever you want with it, which I love. Now, the master bathroom. What you guys have all been waiting for, okay? Tons of potential in here, and even the way it is right now, I personally think it is beautiful, okay? What I love about this master bedroom and this master bathroom is it is absolutely huge, okay? We have a his and a hers get ready area, okay? So we have her vanity, we have her commode, we have the bathtub, okay? We obviously the jetted bathtub. Now, if you wanted to, you could get creative, right? We could knock down the wall. We could do a freestanding tub. I mean, you've got to just envision it with me, right? We could do the whole thing. We could do an indoor-outdoor shower if we want, because we have a whole side of the house that we haven't even looked at. Again, this is a huge property, okay? Now we have her closet over here, which is a massive walk-in closet. We have the shower the way it sits right now, which is huge. We've got a steam shower. It goes all the way in and around the corner. And then we have his vanity over here with his walk-in closet and his commode, okay? So again, this is a ginormous, ginormous bathroom. You're not gonna find this anywhere else, okay? So I would say arguably the master bedroom with the den, with the bathroom, is well over 1,000 to maybe even 12 to 1,500 square feet. I mean, it is just huge. And you can walk out one of the 12 French doors right out to the resort style oasis, okay? And it's just beautiful out here. I mean, who wouldn't want to sit out here in Arcadia and listen to the water kind of features out by the pool? Guys, I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. Listen, if you want to live in Arcadia, if you wanted to live in Paradise Valley, number one, there's nothing on the market right now. Number two, you're not going to find this anywhere in Arcadia, okay? This is just huge. I mean, you look at the back of the house, you've got the Tuscan kind of Mediterranean, you've got a bit of that Spanish colonial out here. Okay, again, depending on how you want to look at it, right? We've got a fire pit here. We've got massive oversized furniture. We've still got plenty of room. We've got a huge heated pool, okay? This is literally a heated diving pool. We've got the pool cover. I mean, the whole 9 yards. Now, if we walk right over here, again, you can entertain out here. You can have a bonfire. You can have your kids swimming in the pool if you want to just relax, you want to read a book. I mean, sky's the limit out here, okay? So if we come over here, we've obviously got the back of the garage over here, which again, this is a tandem garage. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but it is kind of a bigger garage. Now, another thing you could do is you could eventually build a garage in the front yard where we kind of talked about that big commercial awning, okay? That's an option I've definitely considered. So out here, you've got kind of this separate kind of dining area, which I think is super cool, underneath of the structure out here. You call it maybe a casita, okay? And then we've got the miniature golf, because who in Arizona doesn't want to do a little putt-putt, okay? Now, we do also have, as we talked about earlier, 2 separate casitas, okay? We have a casita down and we have a casita up. They both have separate entrances from the house, and they both are on keypads, so you could Airbnb them, you could have family members stay in them, or whatever the case is. Now, we probably got about 600 square feet per casita. They both have full kitchenettes, and one of them, the downstairs one, actually has a washer and dryer. They both have bathrooms, they both have showers, the whole 9 yards. And the one upstairs has a beautiful view of Camelback Mountain. So there you have it, guys. I really appreciate you for watching the video. If you stayed to the very end, I really appreciate it. Again, my name is Austin Zaback. This property is listed with the Zaback Group at $3.7 million at 6,800 square feet. I'll leave all the information down below. You're not gonna find a property like this in Arcadia anytime soon, especially not on the size of land it's on, right off of Lafayette with a gated kind of private entry, looking right at Camelback Mountain. So if you have any interest, definitely go ahead and reach out. Also, if you liked the video, I would really appreciate it if you would smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and drop a comment in the comment section below. Also, I would love to do more house tours. So if you know of any real estate agent, any homeowner, anybody that is wanting their house to be toured, it doesn't matter where it's at. It can be in Arcadia, Paradise Valley. It can even be in Miami, Florida, or Beverly Hills, California, okay? I would love to travel and do the house tour. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.